Some days you wake up and feel on fire, motivated, full of energy, ready to conquer the world. And then there are other days where just getting out of bed feels like a small victory. Let's talk about those days. Let's talk about when no one else wants to say out loud. You see, it's okay to have off days. It's okay to not always feel strong, right? It's okay to feel drained, tired, quiet. That's human nature. We live in a world that celebrates constant hustle, okay? Always be on, always grind, always smile. But real life, it doesn't always look like that, right? Some days you wake up ready to chase your goals, and other days you feel like life is chasing you down the street. And guess what? God doesn't love you any less on those days where you feel tired or just down.
Psalms 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit."
So God is not just with you on your best days. He's with you especially on your worst ones. I've had days where I felt like I was on top of the world. I was creating, helping people, full of purpose. And then days where I didn't want to do anything, especially even getting out of bed in the morning. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to show up. I just was completely tired and drained. And sometimes you feel guilty about that, right? Especially when you have kids. Like I wasn't strong enough, right? Like maybe I was failing God by not being positive all the time. But you see, that's not how God sees it.
Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest."
Rest isn't weakness. We're human. Rest is a big part of life. You know what's crazy? Even the strongest people you know, the ones that seem unshakable, right? They have days they break too, just like you and me. They just don't always talk about it, or you don't see it all the time. So if you're having one of those days where your energy is off, your mood is low, and everything just feels heavy, you're not different than everybody else. You're human. And more importantly, you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. And God sees what no one else sees, especially in you. The tears behind your smile, the heaviness behind your "I'm fine, I'm okay," the strength it takes you to keep going, even when you feel like stopping. Here's what I want you to take from today, this video. Having a down day doesn't mean you lost progress, right? Doesn't mean your blessings are canceled. It doesn't mean you're not worthy of success, love, or healing.
2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness."
Your weakness is not the end of the story. It's the place God steps in and reminds you who He is. So what do you do when those days hit? Because they're gonna hit. Everybody has those days, right? Be gentle with yourself. Don't have to solve everything today, right? Talk to God. Honestly, tell Him how you feel. He already knows, but tell Him anyway, just to get it off your chest, to help you. Take small steps, even if it's just brushing your teeth, saying a prayer, or getting outside, like out here for 5 minutes. That can help you. Remember, this won't last. You've had days like this before. You'll have days like this in the future, right? Your feelings are temporary. Faith is forever, though.
Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up."
If today is one of those days where you feel everything is heavy and slow and foggy, just know that God is with you. You are still enough. You are still in progress. You are still loved by the greatest of all things, God. Some days are for climbing mountains, right? Other days are just for resting in the valley. We need that. Both are holy, both are needed, both are part of the journey.
Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint."
I will leave you with this. Do one thing today that will make tomorrow better than yesterday. That will help you every day. God's got you always. I love y'all. Peace.